If as a man your primary goal is to drive women crazy, then you miss the point and soon you'll realize that you are nobody. On the other hand, if your life revolves around bigger things that are truly worthy and significant for every man, all the chances are that you already drive women crazy. Or even if you don't, you are on the right path. Anyway, it is not enough to become such a man, as the thing that goes hand in hand with a developed masculine identity is knowing female nature. A halfway point to achieving this is building a powerful personality, because when you know your role and fulfill it to the maximum, you see and understand more precisely, clearly, and purely what a woman's role is, what her duties are, and what she truly needs in a woman. I will guide you on how to impact a woman's psychology and make her think about you non-stop with nothing more than your existence, captivated by several traits and lifestyle directions that drives women's minds uncontrollably. Thing number 1. Exciting life. If you don't have your own life, you cannot get a second of someone's attention, let alone a place in their mind. Today, if you don't party, play video games, or waste time in some other way, you'll probably be considered as boring. Many guys struggle to stay on a self-development journey because of this, but you have to understand, excitement comes from passion in the first place, and then from the actions. When you look at things that way, it is not hard to realize why Ronaldo is Ronaldo and Jordan is Jordan, and why there are millions of unknown, unsuccessful and pathetic males. Passion without discipline means nothing, but it is a topic for another video. What I want to say is that when you bring yourself fully in anything you do, nobody can fail to notice your energy, because it's the sexiest thing in any person. That way, I encourage you to explore your interests, because as many fields you are capable of covering will give you more power, more women, more people, and more excitement. Of course, this doesn't mean you should do 100 things, but if you smartly strategize with your priorities and hobbies, you can cultivate an extremely interesting and exciting life while growing in every other field. Women like to have fun, but you don't stand out in any way if your excitement depends on waiting for Friday or just trying to make her laugh endlessly. A man who knows how to offer her variety and surprise her while simultaneously developing himself and his life will definitely occupy her thoughts much longer and more often. Thing number 2. Variety. To make your life more exciting, you should have variety, and the same goes the other way around. If you have variety, it's easier to be excited with your life. Another side of the blade is that in pursuit of self-development, many men end up stuck, trapped, and overwhelmed by responsibilities, lacking first and foremost the time and then the energy for women. So the main thing is to strike the right balance, because as I said, no woman wants a boring man, neither a boy, and every is extremely driven by a man who knows how to make her laugh, happy and safe. From a psychological perspective, when you are versatile and unpredictable, when she doesn't know what she'll say next, where you'll take her, or what you'll do, it simply and logically makes you a subject she thinks about for much longer. Adding to that, the nature of women, even if you take logic out of the equation, she'll definitely think about you because she's driven by emotions. When she knows in advance that she'll have a great time with you, it's impossible for her not to think about it. It is hard even for you, who are not primarily driven by emotions. And when the date is over, she'll barely be able to wait for the next one. As I said, explore and expand your interests, not only to improve your dating skills, but also to grow as a person, because these two go hand in hand. Thing number 3. Art of mystery. By introducing mystery, things we discuss gain twice as much power. Being mysterious doesn't mean you sit in the corner, say nothing, do nothing, and at the end be nothing. It simply starts with understanding that not everyone needs to know your every move, the problems you are dealing with, and the actions you're planning to take. Not even a girl you work with. First, a man doesn't need a woman to tell him what to do, and for that purpose, he doesn't waste words and energy, and doesn't shower anybody with the necessary information. You already know which man will stay longer on a woman's mind. The one who blurts everything out immediately, or the one who gives her a puzzle to piece together. that is precisely and accurately called an art because, when mastered well, it allows you to literally play with minds, giving them the puzzle you want, when you want, for the picture you want. In this way, you stimulate the emotions you want, and if you also understand the nature of women, it opens doors to the depths of her mind. Make no mistake, pretending to be mysterious will only make you a fool, so you better choose whom you will tell what, when, how, and in which circumstances. Thing number 4. Rooted masculinity. It is not hard to conclude that if you embrace your masculine power and energy, you will possess a significant part of women's thoughts. There's a quote that goes, "The most masculine guys are attracted to most feminine girls." That is true, but that goes much deeper. A highly masculine guy is attracted to every girl because the truth is, every woman wants an alpha. It's simply in her nature. The thing is that such a person doesn't want any and every girl, especially nowadays, and that distance, elusiveness, and exclusivity make him even more of an obsession. It's not about playing mind games, but simply by accepting a woman who is not in tune with their natural femininity, you would be disrespecting all the effort he had previously invested, and that is an impossible option. But he also maintains that frame to a certain extent even with good girls, which leads us to the next point. Thing number 5. Unavailability. Simple truth is, if you are always in front of her or in contact with her, you cannot be in her mind. You will often hear that you should count minutes of her responding and respond after the same, or to count her lines in the message and to keep your answer in that frame. But a real man has no time for mind games, neither to play nor to tolerate. He's short and direct, yet sweet and irresistible. He decides how he'll respond, when, how long, and what to say, in the message as well as in regular conversation. Above all, he doesn't need me to say that his life should revolve around something bigger than attracting, impressing, or satisfying another human being. He does all those things without even trying, while prioritizing matters related to his purpose, progress, growth, and development, which leads and allows him to dominate over all laws of seduction with ease. And such a level inevitably demands unavailability to someone or everyone at a certain time. Love yourself first and accept your role and responsibilities in this life, as without this, there's no question about women, but with this, the question of women becomes drastically easier. Subscribe to the channel in order to rise as a man, learn about female nature and how to drive them insanely.